welcome, welcome to the VCS Vanguard Championship land. This is the big Midwest Showdown for $5,000, and man, we're starting off with a banger of a matchup. But before we get there, we have so much exciting content to talk to you about. My name is Chad Lantis. Joining me is Catnator for the first Cat Lantis Land Cast, baby, and we're saying on hollow ground for the choice plays that Dilly G have cast before, which you'll see Dilly later on. Maybe a guest appearance for choice at some point, but who knows? I'm just saying him on the spot, putting him up there on the spot. But you know what? For us. But what we want to talk about right now, Cat, is a lot of really exciting content. And first off, I want to talk about these amazing glasses.
Oh, really? The Gamers Advantage glasses? Hey, well, we got to start with the sponsor plays. Got to give it up because, without them, these events aren't possible. Let's talk about Gamer Advantage real quick. These lenses are clinically proven to improve sleep, reduce glare, headaches, tired eyes, and, of course, digital eye strain. You can visit Gamer Advantage at gameradvantage.com. And, if you want to pick up a pair, I suggest these ones right here. They've got themselves a little sunglass clip-on, and it's so easy to chat. It's just a little bit of, just like that, baby. And I'm in the sun. And then, what I got to get out of it? Ooh, baby, now I'm inside. That easy. GamerAdvantage.com.
I don't even wear glasses. I was wearing these just because they look good. So I would love to get a pair of these myself. So I have to definitely get a pick up on that. And we are currently at the Game Arena location near the OSU campus. So shout out to OSU for being an awesome host. Location-wise. Gamer Advantage themselves, obviously. We have this beautiful soundproof room and everything. It's so nice looking. We have all the LAN setups here as well. And we can actually see on the other side of the camera the gamers getting ready to set up in the lobby.
It's Boostio.
Awesome. We can't
say
the names.
Oh, was that a spoiler?
Well,
we're at the tell them like 2 minutes.
I'm sure they know at this point. Look at the title and things like that. But what else want to talk about before we get into our match? Let's talk about the other streams out there, the other live broadcasts happening right now, because we are on the main broadcast right here, but there's a bunch of other side streams set up. Hopefully this commands the chat. You can look at things like that, get some information. But there is the OSU stream. There's all the other side streams as well. I think you have those written down already.
Yeah. So the streams going on over at Game Arena Co. That's homies that you know and love. I believe boy Sparky's over there too. My animal counterpart. So Sparky Gamer Dog checking it out over there, and they've got a game going on right now as well. And then the C stream OSU BGC. I think they get kicked off at about 3, if I remember correctly. So that's coming up too. They start right now too.
Ready to go.
Okay.
Group stages, baby.
Yeah, plenty of options.
Now, group A and B. Up to the races. Baby.
Yeah, we got 3 games, and then I believe we got a pretty good one right here though.
Time can we talk about yet?
Well, you told me I spoiled, so you've got to go. You got to take it away.
I got hype up. Boostio. You already said that name.
Boostio?
What roster is that part of? I think
it's a new one, right?
Really good. Good fools. No. It's the other way around. Evil Geniuses.
That's it. That's it.
Evil Geniuses is playing land right now, and they're up against an actual star-studded matchup, a roster which is full of members of Energy, Renegade, put together with Huston as the glue to keep them together.
Okay.
And formation happening right now, and that's Frag Bag is what they're going by as far as the name. Frag Bag up against Evil Geniuses to start off the entire tournament, and both these teams, while we're so hyped, it's like these are teams I'm expecting to see at least to the semifinals.
Yeah, if anything, I'm thinking these might be the top 2 teams. Gucci 07? We've got Huston. We've got Texarino. We got Retro. Up against the EG team that honestly, man, EG has had a rough start to the year, quite frankly. A lot of roster changes. We just got to see them at a recent event. Dude, they look so much better. I don't know what the change was. A player like Boostio stepping in, being an absolutely insane Jet player. They've come in and they look absolutely insane now, man. They're one of, if not the best rosters around T2. And I'm pretty sure next year when we get back to that Challengers Tour, they might see themselves up in that Tier 1 space as well.
Yeah, they might. Honestly, this is a mashup roster of Energy and Renegades for the most part. But even like the full roster of Energy and Renegades, EG can take it to them. So they are coming in here obviously favorites going against like a mix and match pieces team of roster. So while they're definitely very talented players, and it's the best of one in the group stage that they're matching up against. So just have some bad reads on some big gun rounds, you buy and invest, and then your eco's crushed.
Yep.
Suddenly the game's going the way of the other people. So it's one of those things, man. It's all about consistency for top teams.
Right.
That comes into best of 3s. Best of 1 is actually where we're at right now. So we'll be looking at the group stage. Evil Geniuses versus Fraggy Bag as you see on screen.
Yeah, it's going to be EG versus Fraggy up here first. They'll be taking us over into Haven as we already, ladies and gentlemen, are into the agent select. It should be nothing too crazy. Should be pretty similar, but it's a little crazy in the rooms right now. Actually, ironically, directly in front of us. And we got some soundproof glassing. We're hearing through the glass. It's so hype in here, but that flyover coming through, it's going to be Haven to start us off. So nothing crazy. Everything going to be as is compositionally as well. Nothing too out of the water. So we should be in for a good one. Oh, I'd love to take it away for you, brother. So, looking into massive win conditions here, we'll start with EG, because, I mean, the hypest team here, I'd say, personally. I gotta bring him down, equalize him just a little bit. That's my job at the end of the day. I will tell you, Boostio is a massive win condition for this team right now. Quite frankly, he's usually at least 25, but typically tends to be 50% of this team's firepower. So if Boostio's not having a good game, this team is not having a good game, quite frankly. Especially on a map like Haven. They are playing Roka on the Reyna this time around. So at least if Boostio's not fragging, they've got another duelist option. But Boostio, he clears so much space for this team. It's so important for Jess to be able to make that space on Haven. And he likes to play that offensive operator. So if he's not feeling it, he's not on fire. It's game number 1. He might be warming up. We saw them get a lot of warm-up time. It's really up to him. And they're taking it straight to him already as EG. Huston on the back of the site. He'll be chilling in that cage for now. I got a teammate towards CT as well in the meantime. And already, Boostio making that space. Huston good to grab one. Branted already a quick trade. Now into the 4-on-4. Boostio back of the site. Shot's not on. Boostio going to take that one away. Looking for more with the frenzy, and he'll get it as well. A second comes through for him, and now swinging towards that front of the site. Completely cleared. Spike is down, but it's fully retake by Fraggy right now. The Young Plug roster coming together and making that pistol round work. Gucci will grab 3, and that's the pistol round going the way of Fraggy.
That's the format we're talking about. If some rounds just go your way, you can win that even if you're like on paper not the best team to be favored, but still very talented players. Like we said, these people are friends. They play together a bunch, so they know how each other work. They know how each other operate. So while they might not have like these like elaborate team-based like strats to go on executes like that, they still know Valorant. They still know how each other plays, and they're all very talented. They can make these plays happen, and they get the pistol around like this. This is exactly
I like this.
Get that momentum going on.
I really, really like this from EG. Because exactly what you're talking about. The pistol rounds, if rounds start to come your way, there's 4 rounds that you get off that pistol round. You get the pistol, you get the next round. Unless the team forces up. EG, they love to force, man. And they converted about 50% of the time. So EG to come through and deny that free second round, if they're able to get it, that will be huge going forward, and it'll kill momentum so early for Fraggy who are looking to steamroll right now. Talk about steamrolling. We got EG already into Garage. Gucci to play forward. First out the smoke, straight into Dangerous Boostio. The Jet not clearing any space this time around. And Huston from the back of the site still locking things up. He'll grab himself one. Is Foe going to fall? And Fraggy They're looking strong. This Force by struggling right now.
And this is a big gamble because if they lose this one, then they're kind of screwed out rounds. For the most part, we're though, answer keep them alive unless Ethos is in position, can't get the double, only found Roka. Trying to shut them down. It's down to 2 versus 3, and honestly, this is anybody's game. The time it has plenty of time to work with. Reform, try and get some space on the A site, and the spike would be rotated over towards him. But can he actually hold that crowd long enough for the rotation to happen for Branton?
Reform clearing so much space towards Hell. Spike now will make its way into sight, and the plan to go down for Branton. EG looking to save this Force. They don't have a lot of utility to work with, if any at all, but they've got Reform to work with. Spectre Spray good for 2. Huston to drop out of heaven, and he's straight into the jaws of Branton, who bites down to take the Force by round. EG, they go for it once more, and that percentage up from 50% now. I'll give it about a cool 55.
At least 51 at this point.
At least 51.
I love Land as well, man. The moment EG won that game, instantly I see members of their team just pop off their chairs and just yell across the monitors because they're face off against each other with monitor setup, so they can see each other over the monitors. So it's exciting. They're like in each other's face, like, yeah, get it, man, whatever, like I got the dub on Reform. So it's one of those like exciting moments. Great showing by Evil Genius without a bonus. It was a gamble, but it paid off. Now they're back in the driver's seat, really, as the rest of Frag man, they're sitting here with a classic for Ethos, ready guy light, because they need to do some kind of just big flash play, entry, and get some classic headshots, something like that, to actually try to get into this round, because if they just take regular fights, if they clear it out by the Owl Drone, things like that, then shot they win out this one, as long as Evil Genius cross those T's, dots those I's, and plays all smart.
Husting tucked close Garage, hasn't spotted anything just yet. Gonna look for a little cheeky wall bang. That would have been something if it hit. They're walking back in that direction. It was closer than he probably thought it was, but unfortunately not able to find much off of it. And EG playing this so smart, taking their sweet time. The way over towards A main, making sure they clear all these early angles. The dart going to be out for it, and now down A they go. We're going to take the site. Nebula's out first. There is Retro chilling towards heaven, but it'll be a little bit of time before he sees anything here. A site's been swarmed, taken right now. Recon to work with, drone to work with as well. Not much more for the retake. They go straight into things. Retro will grab one with the classic where Boostio has the trade. Roka has Gucci trying to get out of CT. And that should be about where this one ends. Let's Tex has something to say about it. He'll get one, but that's it. Branton and Roka will combine for the final 3 frags. EG 2-1 anti-eco will drop 2 guns though.
We'll drop 2 guns. And I believe the stream still can hear you, so you can take it away, Cat, as much as you can. Hold the mic, brother.
I miss Chad. Ladies and gentlemen, can we get a hashtag rest in peace Chad in the chat? Long time coming for him. I believe he did leave his voice on the plane, unfortunately. I think he checked the baggage and we got so excited at the airport when he saw each other. Forgot to grab the bag. Happens sometimes. That's how it goes. Better luck next time, brother. Better luck next time for sure. In the meantime, though, we've got EG currently invading grass area. Looking to go straight towards that B site. Fraggy Bag looking for that A read. Makes sense. If it ain't broke, don't fix it for EG. Maybe they go back, but that's not the case. It's over towards Ian Higuchi. Well, he knows about it. Foe gonna take that one away as that site gets absolutely swarmed. Spike now to get planted. We're gonna play forward straight into the jaws of Ethos. Just a nice flash. Looking to swing off of it, but Foe perfectly placed. There to allow the retreat for his teammate. Able to find a frag. Retro will shoot drone. Looking to slide forward here. Rain out first. Dismiss our information. In the meantime, it's Foe getting lots of it. It'll fall. Reform has a trade over towards window. And that's a clean post plant. Quite simply, EG. First round a little shaky. After the force buy, though, you can tell that momentum. It's swinging their way. Yep. Yeah, that's right. I fixed Chad Led's mic because I threw him into my mic. It's the LAN convenience, quite simply. Okay, we've got another 3-stack going on for Fraggy Bag. You can't blame him. We're looking at a little Chico round. We'll throw the Spectre in just for funsies for Gucci, and he's been pretty clean with it so far. Top fragging for the team on the Astro, which is not an easy task with Gucci. He makes it look a little bit easy, I won't lie. Down through C long early. Nothing to spot just yet. Branted going to be in the wake. Shot from Ethos not there in time. Branted, well, his R. He'll grab himself 2 clean. Vandal 1 tap now looking to swing for Tex. Shots! Ooh, Tex once again. Gotta get that first. Eag with the Sheriff looking for more, but Roka right now will be the one getting work done over towards B. There are 2 clean 2Ks early on for EG. He's doing such a good job of playing towards spawn, grabbing any early aggression from Fraggy Bag on these anti-ecos and just shutting them down before they really get started. And they'll just take themselves all the way around to spawn, looking for this last player Tex, and it'll be the C-long guess. They saw that first frag come through, and Roka's there for a 3K. I'll take it down. No Vandal getting saved here. Fraggy Bag now back to the rebuy here. Anything you want to say, Mr. Lantis?
Yeah, Evil Geniuses, they're doing a great job of continue on the momentum they're generating from these wins. They have the eco advantage. They have an ults 4 on the lineup ready to go up against Fraggy Bag, but that's ults we're talking about. Operator in hands of Tex, glass cannon setup, which is very risky. That's the gamble. That gamble paid off for Evil Geniuses before. Cannon gamble pay off for Fraggy Bag now, alongside that Hunter's Fury to set up with the Cosmic Divide to cause disruption. Got Blaze Storm available as well for Tex, just in case it gets pressured, things like that. We'll see if they can actually stop that momentum, Evil Geniuses, because they need to do that right now against a team as skilled as EG. But no, it's actually going to be another kill for Reformed.
Yeah, EG early frags has been so well played. Cosmic Divide going to go down towards that C side, and Tex is going to find himself an op pick. Roka instantly has that trade, though. The issue, if you play that up so close at the jet, you don't tailwind out, you're going just like that, and Gucci, you'll take Roka away. So there is a trade going to come through. They've got control of that operator if they want it once more. Gucci going to get tagged, though, just barely able to dial the second one. In the meantime, Retro will grab 2. Huston will grab 1. Fraggy Bag will grab themselves a second round. EG try to get a little bit more aggressive. They try to play off that slow style, and unfortunately, it's not to work out.
Fraggy Bag has 5 ults in it still, too. 5. No. No, sir. 5 ultimates for Fraggy Bag on the ready. Evil Geniuses, they spin to their own. They use that Cosmic everything like that they needed to use. Meal with that round, their own Hunter's Fury. So I call that for Fraggy Bag to use. But Evil Geniuses pulled that trigger.
Revealing area.
Solo cast 1 point cat.
Ooh, Tex. Solo plays down and towards middle, grab himself one, and now suddenly there's early aggression coming from the NRG Renegade squad of Frag Bag, and hey, you like to see that. You like to see that from Text. In the meantime, Frag Bag, readjustments to come through. They've got so much control of the map right now, and Text looking for that mid-control once more. It's a mid presence to be made by EG, but it's mid-presence once again from Tex's foe. Gonna fall a little bit surprised to see that peek come through, and unfortunately, won't see the round any longer. 2 on the back of the A site. 1 to leave right now, though. Allows for EG to slowly start to creep up. Do they see this trip, though? They've shot it. Information has been gained. They don't know the short player's there. Huston has an opportunity to make a huge play. He'll grab one. Looking for a second, but Reformed in the meantime moved all the way towards the back of the site. More than hidden right now. Seeker should get that information away in just a moment. They'll do just that. Reform got a lot of work to do in a 1v3 right now. He's turned the flash, looking for more. Double swing to come through. He's got one. One more to be found, but Ethos, he's got the trade, and EG almost had a huge opportunity in that round, but just barely lose out on it. Great util from Frag Bag to come forward. Granted, trying to win this 1v3. Gonna grab one right now. Gucci tucked back to sight. Teammate on the way, coming through short. Branted shots not found. The Astra duel won by Gucci, still top fragging for that team. It's 3-4, things almost tied up.
Almost tied up, baby. They still got a lot of ultimates to work with as well. The Cosmic Divide and Hunter's worked for Evil Geniuses beforehand, but see what Fragment Bag can actually make that happen and moving forward. And Reformers making things work. But yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't get it. Fragment Bag, 3-4, making that comeback dream a reality. I'm seeing a lot of Vandals as well. So that Vandal versus Phantom question.
Early Nebulas to come down here, an early presence towards spawn once more from EG. Looking to play much, much slower into this round. And that was what was working initially. They were letting Frag Bag come up early, take opportunities. Ooh, and there was an opportunity right there for Tex. Not able to find it, though. Neither were EG. Was able to tan one away short. Avoid the Hunter's Fury from his teammate as well. Fortunately, no tags to be found off of it. Or one tag, rather. Can't see. Need some gamer advantage glasses, I won't lie to you. Drone to come through short right now. Long, rather. Nothing spotted. It might just barely spot the Cypher. It's about timing here. It will not. Reformed. Able to tuck for the moment being. Lurk's still going to be good. But that means they've seen no presence for Frag Bag. They've seen nothing over there onto the A site. But they do see right now Branted, who is hard baiting C. Dog's going to come out right now. It'll spot him. This should certainly pull. Oh, it didn't spot. Wait, this could be huge. This could be even bigger if he gets this frag. Oh, he whiffs it. That's tragic, and now it's killed the whole fake EG. They're still going to be able to get into this A site, but they've got to do it through resistance instead. Retro will take one, and that's the initial trade coming through from Reform's kill onto Text. Retro's down. Going to be good for 2. Looking for more, a third to be found, and it's 1 kill is the difference between that Lurk being absolutely massive or getting absolutely shattered. Ethos just makes a big play, and that's honestly what he does time and time again, and my days, if that doesn't come through, that's a whole different round, unfortunately, for EG. Just not able to find it. Sometimes you make the play, you just don't hit the shot.
Sometimes make the play, you don't hit the shot. That's what it is. Wait, am I going through right now? I hear myself right now. Yes, sir. All right. So we're going into a 4-4 situation, but Evil Genius has the ultimate economy to work with. Fragment Bag has used their own to get back in the game, but can they maintain this momentum against the superior setup that Evil Genius will have? That Blazestorm is available for Boostio with just a Stinger to work with, which we don't have our own Stinger hats that we plan on using, but it is what it is. Tex with the operator still holding with spot out, had to burn that tail when to get out of there, but still alive, still has an operator line to work with, things of that sort. And 4-4, man. This is a tight and close game for game number 1.
Yeah, quite tight indeed. Boostio tight on the op angle, barely able to get out. Fortunately, it wasn't a Vandal. He's only on 20 HP. If he got body shotted, he certainly would not have seen himself much longer. Roka will see himself up base short. Plenty of peaks available, but it's Retro to win once more. EG, they're looking for those 50-50s, trying to gather opportunities, and once again, it's gone awry.
It has indeed. Evil Geniuses, they still have that neural theft, but can't use that until you get that first kill, and especially if you're the one dead, you can't use that now. Busio misses the Blade Storm, goes aggressive, needs to make a play happen, but can't quite do so. It's a flawless from Frag, you're back. 5-0 up on the lobby on the screen right now, and 5-4 is the round count for this team, making that comeback after having a great start of the pistol round. Got caught by the bonus that the force up the Evil Geniuses did. They rode that momentum wave, but Frag it back. They found the footing. They found a way back into this game. They're starting to get closer back to those old economies. Retro, Ethos, I'm looking right at them, 2-3 away from their ults, that Seekers, that Hunter's Fury. They have to continue holding on, but this is against an eco round of Evil Geniuses. Evil Geniuses is such a horrible spot for the rest of this half because Frag it back has all the advantages they want with Operator, Economy, ultimates coming back. They're fighting against pistols. EG, they need to hit those crispy headshots to be able to get back into this game. But information coming through for Frag it back. They know what's going on. The A hit's going for Evil Geniuses. They're going on the double side take for a no lurks, no fakes, nothing fancy. This round is just going full speed ahead and try to make things happen.
And Busio just that. Oh,
making
no.
these happen, Cat.
Oh, no. There's so many rifles available. Retro, he shut it all down. He's got 3. Gucci grab one at CT, and Branted has a chance. Will grab 1. Retro the ball right now. Branted around box. That shot not on, though. Gucci's too clean with it. Frag, ya bag, 6-4. And, Chad, let me ask you a question. Now that we got you back, it's so good to hear you coming through the stream, brother. I missed you. I'm so glad to have you back. I will ask you, EG, a team that's been playing together with this roster for about a month and a half, right? They're playing up against this hodgepodge team of players who are on a pub roster. Just came for the event, playing together. A bunch of Slayers, no less, but a bunch of people who haven't been playing together. Ethos has been over on Flickbaiters. Gucci's been around. Now onto a crew. Obviously RNG, Energy Techs as well. Huston's around. Why is Evil Geniuses trying to take these 50-50s? Why aren't they just running the strap book? You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah. I don't know.
Just vibing on land, do you think?
I mean, sometimes on land, dude, it's a hype environment. Everything's exciting. You're just like, oh, let's just get in there and take this fight. Let's just go right now. It's land, baby. I'm screaming. They were winning 4 rounds in a row. They're hyping up off their chairs and screaming at the enemies like, oh, we're the best. You know, every time they got a kill, I heard somebody shouting. You know, you got the energy flowing, the adrenaline's pumping. And so if that kind of thing happens, sometimes you can lose your mental a little bit, lose that like focus, and you can just forget about strats. You forget about crossfire setups. You forget about those 101s. So I don't know. They have to just regroup a little bit right now, and this could be a bad time for them to lose that mental, especially since it's a one-on-one kind of thing happening.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. And I mean, if the players are in front of you, there's nothing more dope than outskilling somebody and letting them know about it. But hopefully we see the strap book come back. Hopefully we hear the strap book come back. But it's been interesting. Oh, we'll get some straps right now. We'll get the C-Long split to come through. Busio to open space. Looking for another back inside. Looking straight on the Hudson. Looking for CT as well. Busio the 3K. It's all about if this player's fragging or not in this round. Well, he certainly is. Hunter's Fury to come out from Retro. Taking a sweet time into trying to deny this plan. And, well, not going to get much value, unfortunately. Fraggy bad. Looking at a 2-on-4 retake right now. Shock bolt towards sight. Form tag. That could kill. Oh, just barely steps out of the range. Recons now for both Sovas. Attack towards CT. That makes this take so much harder. All the attention on the CT right now. They know that dart came as well. Busio! It's the ace! Busio's alive, baby! We've been wondering when he would get cooking. I see him in the land room going crazy. Let's go, baby!
Baby, I need to get a selfie with that guy. Send it to his mama. Be like, hey, yo, your son popped off today. Busio waking up, having a little bit of a slow start, and very uncharacteristically, and might have been just land jitters, something like that, who knows? Because even though some people bring their own like keyboards, mice, things like that, it's still a very different setup. Chairs are different, monitors, you have to try position, figure things out. The room's different than your home, you know, like it is very hard to get into the right mental when you get into lands, which is so awesome to see teams like Evil Geniuses who have been on the rise getting into this environment so they can start shaking off those jitters once VCT starts running around, things like that. And then especially do it now when they win a $5,000 tournament would be massive for this team. Now 1 away from tying up going to the half, when they're starting to get a little bit of resurgence, starting to have their fraggers like Busio waking up and holding down the ground as well, doing a little bit better crossfire setup, being more aware like against that shock bolt, things like that. Reformed is a little bit more woken up as well. Right now though, Gucci the one trying to shut that down as Roka might be turning around from sewers and might get caught by a crossfire if he doesn't check his angles.
Seekers coming out through window right now. All of them destroyed. So no real information. You know players tucked towards spawn side right now, but don't know which direction. Gucci he'll spot out Roka early. Once again, initial 50-50.
There it is.
Loss for EG. It's been the same thing in Roka. That's the third time now that he's been that player to die first. The only real other opportunity was that lurk play we saw come through that Ethos just had the massive 180 to be found. Just right place, right time, quite frankly. And that was just a rough round. But now, after that initial 50 goes, we see that utility actually have to come out. Cosmic Divide gonna block off all the CT, all of heaven. Cage through to get through short. And now
I think
into the
Huston
side
heard
we
it.
go.
I don't think Huston heard the spike get planted either, so they just complete guesswork on the timing here.
Checked out right now. Player tucked towards L. Buddy grab one. Reform's got another. Make it two. And EG. Woo, they're getting involved right now. Boostio to finish the last two. Instant refrag onto that kill from Ethos. It's a tied up half. Well, EG, they started to bring the strats out. Better late than never, quite frankly. That was a lot of rounds and a really lost.
They're over here knocking on the windows right now, waking back up. They're back feeling themselves. Hey, look, we're winning right now. You loser. I love land environment so much. All the energy's just flowing through right now. And Frag it back. Evil Genius is a 6-6 scoreline to start off this first match of the tournament. Man, I couldn't be more excited. I was already looking for it. I tweeted out like yesterday. I was like, y'all better be watching the stream right now because a banger is starting off the tournament, and the banger we have tied up 6-6 going next half. And we didn't even talk about compositions. So man, there's so much going on land at this point. There's so much to cover. Composition-wise, I mean, they're basically the same, but there's a double initiator versus double duelist setup. Evil Geniuses, Roka, you need your Reyna to be popping off and top fragging for the team. Even though they're losing that 50-50 initials, still doing a great job overall. Needs to continue doing so as they get that first kill. Can't get the overheal though through the door as the rest of Frag it Bag was pushing through, getting that pressure in, not letting Reyna reset on the healing, and now they're going to go and split into A site. Will Reform get a big double kill? No, it's just the one. It's Ethos with the 2-3 overall on the round, clearing out C site and getting a plant for post plant. 2v2 setup to start off the second half.
Ooh, Boostio gonna win the one going with Ethos, and that leaves a 1v2 now towards site. First swing to come through. Retro's got it. Frenzy very good for this close range fight. It's about to come his way. Jump peek to log. 5 bullets, and he makes them all connect. It's a 1v2 clutch from Retro, but the Sova on Sova duel not one out. It's 7-6 for Frag Your Bag. Ladies and gentlemen, say with me, EG Force.
EG Force. EG Force. EG Force. They worked for the first half. I mean,
It did.
that started off their momentum, the swing that they initially got, which was
52%.
part of what got them there.
52%.
Let's get a percentage up one at a time, baby. Let's go. A massive round from Evil Geniuses, potentially to start off, because Roka was able to get that first kill, but yeah, just the pressure from Fraggy Bag was too good. Good awareness of the situation that was the Reyna. They pushed through that and Swarm. Now let them get the overheal. Now the baby. Man,
Chico!
first a hype for peeking microphones. Crucio as well, man. Evil Geniuses, who needs to force me to just rock it with Chico rounds?
Yeah, that's fine. Production, you have to EQ my mic. I'm so sorry, but those are two crispy one taps early for EG. Who needs a fourth when the Sheriff gets the job done all on its lonesome? And I mean, Chad, we can't really say 52%. That would mean they've had 100 forces in the month and a half they've been together. I just realized that. Okay, the Chico comes up massive. It's a flawless, thrifty round for EG.
It was so fast.
What are you talking about? This team, you said they were feeling it. Well, feeling it, they are.
Oh my word. I want the replay. Please give me the replay of the
Give
kill.
me every
We
shot,
got the
brother.
reform shot.
Woo!
Give us the booster shot. I want to see the last three because those are like a blink of the eye. Like they were all set up, they're posing, and then suddenly the peaks happen. Just boom, 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 boom.
Yep.
Classic kills. 2 classic headshot kills came through.
We're so fast we couldn't even clip the replay in time.
Sheesh. Yeah, it was fast.
It's that fast.
It's like a flash, dude.
That's
Barry
crazy.
Allen is in here playing on the land right now. It's insane. 7-7 tied up. Evil Genius is doing it again after losing the pistol round, making it happen, and now they have the advantage on the eco. Crucio with the shot, with the spray, gets
my
the
God.
3K before Retro finally shuts down the tyrant.
Oh my days. That is a Phantom now. That's a short.
True.
There's nobody to defend it. Fortunately, there's no Reyna on this composition for Fraggy Bag, so they don't have to worry about that action. They don't have to worry about any sort of overheal. They've got that break going on for them. A lot of utility still on the Sova here for Retro, but do they get to use it in fun? Now got a great drone. There's the Phantom coming into play for Gucci, able to grab one under reform. That means a second gun in the wake if they can take Claw as well. Fantastic gravity well, but it's allowed for another player to come through. The Reyna now back of sight as well here for EG. And
they've taken their time. Yeah, EG is already here. And Fraggy back, they know this though. They sense it like, you know what? We've been hanging out for a while. The spray from foe is not good enough to cancel out the rotation. But man, Evil Geniuses knows everything that's happening right now. They knew about the rotation. Fraggy back makes their own rotation. They know about the switch over. They try to cut it off, but no, Broken gets shut down again from Gucci. Now it's suddenly a 2 versus 2. It's only one rifle, but they can still make it. Yeah, Brandon knows the rotation going to the C site. The Dart knows that Brandon was ready for it. Both teams know what's up right now. It's gonna be a straight 2v2 situation, which we saw. Fraggy Bag won in the situation 2 rounds ago. Can they do it again?
Does Gucci have stars? No one else has Yuko. Gucci has stars? That's the difference maker.
No stars?
Definitely does.
But he's got
well,
a
they don't
gun,
play
baby!
either.
That's all you need sometimes. It's just a rifle in hands.
They drop 3 rifles that round?
Yeah.
3 rifles that round? The Eco, even though they take the round, is going to look so scuffed. To decide if they want to go and try to force around these 2 hero rifles. I mean, it's questionable. They're winning right now. They can drop around. It'd be okay. I think that would almost be better than trying to force around these 2 rifles.
Boostio 3K.
Dude, Boostio is so clean, man. It's always a question of if Boostio is going to show up. And, well, clearly he has. I think this is, quite frankly, most players' LAN environment, they come in, it's nerves.
Yep.
But instead,
Top Frag.
they're in the soundproof box.
Yeah.
They're hyping each other up. They're feeling, especially getting to see the opponent. Dude, they are the exact opposite. There are no jitters. Instead, they are just absolutely boosted. It looks like they had a Red Bull, quite frankly.
Hey, shout out to Red Bull, honestly.
Gives you wings, I heard.
Gives you wings, and that's exactly where EG's taking it right now. They're soaring as Roka gets a first frag of this round, making it happen. 5 versus 4. Boostio has the blades even at this point. The Fraggy Bag, they're able to buy up. I mean, we saw Evil Geniuses win a Shiko. This is Valorant, man. Any round is winnable, even if you're down a man. Rotating through again. The A site's just not working for Fraggy Bag, man. They're trying to go and push there, get shut down. They're rotating over towards C site typically. It worked out for the pistol round, but not the second time that they went there. They're trying to figure out what they can do. Maybe B site could be the hole, but Reform's already ready there. Reformed, we're talking about people waking up. Reform's the guy that's been here the whole time.
Well, the issue's been short side, right? That gravity. Oh, okay. Well, the issue right now is going to be this corner that doesn't get checked. That happens time and time again, especially that late in the round. You just don't expect Roka to be there.
Right.
It's unfortunate for sure. But that gravity well, that's been short every round. I think we saw it in that Chico round. We were trying to roast them because they were short for so long, but that gravity well was there the whole time. They didn't want to swing off of it.
Right, exactly.
It's been the Astra utility. This round it was a Nebula, so they weren't able to play through short. Now they're finally there, and by this time, there's a drone. Fuzz seen it, more than seen it, quite frankly, and all the rotations that come through for EG. This should be an easy clean. Okay, well,
it's 2 for 2.
Yeah, 2 for 2 is not too shabby.
That still works for Evil Jesus. They're 3-1 still. Hey, if you're up on players, trades work in your favor every time.
Trade coming here. Roka's solo peek. Oh, the Platestorm pop this round? Well, if you win it, do what you will.
Yeah, might as well. I mean, the timer was going low at that point, so Boostio just gambled. Like, oh yeah, he's going to try mentally try to go and focus on planting at this point. Likely wouldn't go for the fake. Came off of it just when he heard the tailwind, but you can't get your gun ready in that time. So great job at Boostio just pulling that trigger. And honestly, a lot of those we saw, there wasn't even really a roast on Fraggy Back for stalling at A site. It was, like you said, the gravity well stalling them out, things like that. And a lot of that is because Evil Geniuses is getting comfortable again. They're figuring things out in the LAN environment. Jitter's going away. They're not doing that 50-50 gamble on started rounds all the time anymore.
Right.
They're going for actual info gathering, crossing the T's on his eyes. They're actually clearing corners. They're accounting for things, using owl drones on timings that they know, okay, Fraggy Bag might be rotating in right now. But I mean, even though all those things happen, in Valorant, man, one tap from the Sheriff could change the whole course of the round, even if you did everything right beforehand.
Almost got a little bit of contact there, Garage. It'll come to pass, though. And honestly, I don't even think it was jitters. I think it was just the team was too hyped.
Yeah,
quite frankly. I mean, EG, we saw them out their seats round 1, bro.
Yep.
And now they're sitting down. They're focused. They're actually playing the game. Like, we saw them. We talking about just they were taking 50s. They were losing 50s and then snowballing that into round losses.
Yeah.
But now it's very composed. There aren't a lot of early looks. If they are, we're getting them towards short. And it's tailwindable, so it's nothing too dangerous. Now we'll get a little bit of danger over here towards this C site. Gucci Nebula out right now. Brandon to grab one, instantly traded. Oh, Gucci's got free information. Will moonwalk straight into danger, and he doesn't know what's oh my, how did you recover? Gucci usually on point, but this time around it's fun to win the 1v1.
Hunter's Fury.
Plant will go down. Hunter's Fury can deny this plant, but out way too late, so won't use it. Out now, though. Don't know if it finds anything. Oh, a good double swing comes through. Form to grab one. Russell's got a trade, and Boostio. Woo! That was that one tap. 10-7 EG. Yeah, they've come into form.
Yeah, they're definitely coming for him. I'm not completely sure about Hunter's Fury timing. Not really sure what that entirely did.
Yeah.
Kind of applied pressure to the player who see long, but they still could shoot from that angle.
It's like
Just keep
on
him
box.
at bay a little bit, I guess, to keep sure that nothing was clear on the front side of that side or whatever. But allowed a 2-for-1 swing on the site numerous times on that engagement, and allowed Reform to get a double like that. And now the Evil Geniuses on double digits on the rounds, right? They're looking so good right now. Energy Tex has that operator in hand on an attacking jet, which you and I aren't the most fans of.
I think it's fine on EG's comp. I just don't think it's going to work with Tech's solo duelist.
Yeah, exactly.
He's been making the space.
Like attacking op, especially on a solo
especially
duelist, is a little bit tough. So that just tells me that they're going to go a little even slower than they already have.
Yep.
Evil Genius has been forcing them
they've
to
been
slow
losing
down.
the pacing game
So
stuff.
Frag Bag is saying if Evil Genius is using its util to slow us down on these rounds so we can't just explode on sites, then screw it. We'll just use an op. If they're going to slow us down anyway, we might as well play slow and actually use strength that way, which this is the one situation that I would say that's okay to go with an operator on a jet. Unless...
Jad!
No!
They passed! Ships in the night and Roko now illuminated. We'll grab 2. Huston.
Unlucky.
We'll get the trade. That op's recoverable.
I don't know why a jet would be pushing up to Nebula with an operator in hand. Just like a big gamble that as soon as the Nebula drops, you can just take the shot kind of deal. But that big gamble... Sometimes that's the thing about gambles. If it doesn't work out, then you get punished hard, and that's exactly what just happened to Frag Bag.
That's a huge eco hit. Yeah. Short, Iso, yeah, he's winning that one. There's no world where Bustio's not winning that one. And Bustio's been very good about this too on the A site, playing so late, having different angles
here for him.
over and over again. Got one, and yeah, as mentioned, Reform for the back of the site will swing now. 11-7 for EG, and this is now a save. So we shouldn't hit match point here, and honestly, oh, we're gonna force. Oh, this is it. This could be really last round again.
I like forcing when they're on 11 instead of waiting till 12, because if you wait till 12 when you have a better eco, then it's like we have a better eco, but this is the last shot at this point.
Right.
So if now you force and you win it, you have way more breathing room to work with. So this is another gamble situation. I mean, Valorant is a lot about gambles. A momentum-based game, a lot of gambles have to be taken, and you have to try to get those big payoffs. And this is a gamble from Frag Bag. You have light armors and just a sheriff on one of the players on Tex, who does have the Blaze Storm. Couldn't make it happen with the aggressive gamble operator look, but can make it happen with aggressive Blaze Storm look instead. And with that Cosmic Divide, could make it a big upward thing. But Roka again, Roka is getting an opening frag on the defensive side for Evil Geniuses. Has really come up on live. Tex though,
Trip right now. So careful that Roka doesn't get the swing and he won't. Retro gonna take that one. Granted now to get one, but that's it. Retro's got another. The Sova comes up huge early into this round, and Husky will grab the player towards CT. Fud will fall. The gamble going perfectly right now, and it's Reform to roll the dice in a 1-on-3. Drone's out. Drone's killed. They have more than enough information for Reform did. He's got an Earl Theft, but I mean, there's no way this is getting used in this round. Swallowing opportunities, but hard to guess. Flash turn, tough. And yeah, gone just like that. Good camera to come through from Huston. Good frag as well. Fraggy Bag 8-11. The gamble does pay off. The eco slowly recovered. Still a lot more work to do. They've got to force another rifle to come through into this round, or Spectre Guardian, something of that sort. And this team, one more round for they break that economy before they can start to feel a little bit safe.
Right, only one round is what they need to break that economy, because Evil Geniuses, they've been on a tear as far as round wins, but it's been largely bloody. They lose 2 to 4 players pretty much all these rounds. So Frag Bag's been keeping those rounds competitive enough to where they can actually get into this game again. If they win here 9-10 or 9-11, they win out the anti-eco, that's 10-11. I mean, we're very close to a tight scoreline at this point. We just need to be consistent and safe and smart about their plays. Ultimate's available for Evil Geniuses. Bustio available for Evil Geniuses because he's already getting an opening frag, but a straight back right away. Just tag up and Garage, burning the tailwind at the very least, hits the kill before having to burn that tailwind, get out of the tag. That's massive for Frag Bag to be able to create that space on Garage, and suddenly Evil Genius has no control of that entire area of the map. Same for A-Site. It's just Foe all alone against this entire swarming of members of Frag Bag. It could only get good for one.
Good for one indeed. Ethos has a nice frag to come forward. 30 HP. Fortunately, can't regrowth himself. Unfortunate indeed. Nebula's to come down. Frag Bag, they'll get themselves a plant. 2 flashes on Ethos for this post plant hold. Should have 1 or 2 stars where we blow. Reformed. Tagged by Dart. Jumps through window. Trying to make a huge play in Retro. No shot. I'm shutting that one down, buddy. Hey, look, it might be Len. He might be hype, but not that hype.
Not that hype.
Granted, into a 1v3. Trying to make something hype happen here.
Gotta say Cosmic Divide for next round.
Yeah, 100%. First win to come through towards Hell. It's looking like plenty of refrags. Won't even need him. Ethos That was a shoulder peek.
Yo, we on land.
He saw the head for like 0.5 seconds.
Look at this ping.
That's just land thing, baby.
Yo, we under 20 ping right now.
just land
You just
things.
hold that line every time. You can just, I mean, these guys, they're cracked, man. They all have that reaction time, their reaction speed there. Get them on land, the lower ping, they can react instantly to that swing. So if you take the swing slow, take it fast, it doesn't really matter. It'll click your head every time. You just gotta use that utility to clear it out, and that's exactly why it's even harder to win clutch up situations. When you get into a situation, you don't have that like peeker's advantage swing as heavily as usual because of the lower ping.
Right.
So Frag it back, 9-11 up against a round where Evil Genius doesn't have a good buy, and it's that progression that we're talking about narratively. That was an arrow. I don't know if they actually went anywhere useful, but Huston, that's useful. Getting kill on a Boostio to start off the round.
That's all right. Bladestorm came through, didn't get much. Unfortunately, Branton and Poe are able to get 2. Tex, he's got the trades quickly. Retro to grab 1. And reform towards spawn. Looking for that lurk towards Huston. Hasn't found it just yet. Huston more than isolated. Very low HP. Just would have been a body shot, but it just isn't found.
I love that camera fake. Or it's more of a distraction. Not really fake. Just swing off your camera. Who needs to be a killjoy swinging off your turret when you just drop a camera and swing off that yourself? We're seeing a lot of Sovas do that lately too, is with recon bolts, just shooting out the recon bolt and swing on that instantly. Something that started becoming really popular in the Brazilian scene. We're starting to see it more in the NA scene as well. Love that. Full buy up now for Evil Geniuses. No operator to note for Boostio. When I'm pretty confident they could have made, yeah, Boostio could have got an operator with light armor, but no blaze armor to work with, and just not confident to deal with that under pressure.
It allows him to grab an op for match point if things go. If they lose this round,
yeah,
he'll be back to op by match point. So I like the concept. If they, well, okay, Boostio. This is the second round now where we've got Boostio very, very far ahead. Second round, he hasn't won the fight. Fortunately, Fuzz there for a refrag with very low HP now off of that one. And no Sky in this composition, so there's no regrowth coming forward.
Right.
It's going to be the rest of the game. And honestly, has been a force with that utility for the Sova to actually make retakes happen. In the meantime, they're going to need that. They need that utility bad. They need the Sova utility for the B side. It's so important for the retake. And they really need to Reform's life, and he's gone just like that. Tex has that one. And Frag it back. They've taken what is the hardest bomb site on the map and made it look quite easy right now. Baroka looking to turn things back the other way. Ethos will fall. Retro on the biggest flank of his life, the biggest flank of the game. Can easily get this thing equalized. Tex will grab 1. Retro's got 1. And he's done. The composure to come through from this team. Branted, though, will grab 1 as well. 1 star to work with, so could technically go for a ninja here. Is going to bait that diffuse for the gravity well. Going to come out. Total spot. Does it tag, though?
Is it a tag?
That does not. Oh, Gucci. He's there. Good morning. They'll take that one quite easily. 11-11 for Fraggy Bag. They've caught up. EG, Eco, broken once more. Save to come forward, and then we'll get an operator next round, unless they force. Unless they force, they don't. And there was no point in not buying the not last round. This is not a forced round. This is not a round of force on.
I mean, it's kind of the same logic where I always say that Frag it back forced when the other team, when Evil Genius was on 11. Evil Genius
Because
forcing
they have a
now
rebuy.
gives them the time.
In that scenario, EG's Eco's broken if they win that
And
fight.
it's also sometimes mind games too, like, oh, Frag it back expects us to just save at this point
That's
and
true.
buy later so we can catch them by surprise. So we get a surprise.
Yeah, I'm running down
short
short.
kills, just catch them out. Tex might not be ready for this.
He loses it.
But he gets the frag, so the gamble's
That's
not
game.
working for Evil Geniuses, and you might be right. Economically, this might
They
be
don't have a
game
buy
if
next
Evil Geniuses
round.
loses here, but Boostio, we've seen him pop up before. He's got aces, he's got triples at the very least. If you can make a triple kill right here happen on a site for Evil Genius to rotate through, that could be enough to keep him in the round, and it should be. 3-4 makes a swing and gets the frag himself with the Spectre in the hand of all things. Huston, though, it shuts him right down. Ethos and Huston finish off the round. Frag your bag. There might not have been the favorites on paper, but man, are they skilled and talented and capable of winning out this round anyway, winning out this game to say that, and now they're on match point 12-11.
EG is a team that loves the force. They love to take those risks. But you talk about it, if you take the risk, it is exactly that. And if it doesn't work out, it's Raps. And frankly, this game looks like Raps now. We did see them win a full share of eco. So we know that they're capable of it, but look how rough that buy is. Tech's gonna pick up an operator. Man, that could have been Boostio if they had saved.
Tex has a Blaze Arm as well, fully online jet. That's what we want to see Boostio in a position for if you're an Evil Geniuses fan, but no, Frag it back. They're coming in strong right now. They're honestly, like, even look at economically, look at momentum, things like that, how they're looking on offense, pushing forward and making momentum happen. Just, sheesh, Frag it back is looking really good. Evil Geniuses, granted, has that Cosmic Divide available still, has had it for a while now.
Swing around here, making sure this whole round's in frame. As we'll head over towards A main now. We'll see if Frag bag. Ooh, are they able to close out here? A lot of pressure on Fuzz's shoulder. This retake utility, we talked about how important it has been for EG in getting back into sights. We've already seen it this game over towards A, and now they won't have it if this fight doesn't go his way.
Nice and slow pace. This is what Evil Genius was forcing before, not using all the utility to make it happen this time. So they have a utility for a retake, which is exactly what they're going to have to do since they have 3 people over a C site. Boostio for the support for Foe, but it's really all in the hands of Foe. What can Foe do from this corner? Does it get cleared out by Frag and Bag? Right now, it's on Gucci, and he wins it against Foe. He has the intro on his site. The plant is going down from Ethos. It's a 5 versus 4 on site, and all Evil Genius can use a Cosmic Divide, their tactical util to get on site, but man, the position's already there from Frag. They're fully set up.
Cosmic Divide out, but yeah, this post plan is very much cemented. Reform has been a fan of jumping out of heaven, so that should be expected as well. First speaker's teleport gonna grab one. Reform got one as well. Reform to swing through for 2. But trade for Gucci. Reform, he gets a huge 3K. A massive play coming through, and just barely. EG, they scrapped the rounds together. They've taken us to OT.
Bro, he jumped out of heaven, hit their shot, 180, swung and got a second. Classic out, baby. I'm out of ammo. Let's get going. Don't stop the momentum. Don't stop the tempo, and finds the Frag to finish it off. 12-12, man. Evil Genius' Fraggy Bag. We saw these teams. We're hyping up as what we both predicted to be like semifinal tier caliber teams. They're matching on game number 1 of group stage. This crazy match to start off with. Oh, man, I couldn't be even happier. Sheesh, dude. Look at these momentum swings. Dude, look at them rounds.
Yeah.
It's just 4 in a row, 5 in a row, 5 in a row, 5 in a row. Like, these players get the momentum, and they keep taking it. And it comes down to which team can cancel out the momentum, stop the flow. No team is able to get past 5 rounds in a row, but now all they need is 2. Boostio with the glass cannon for Tex as well. Both jets going glass cannon up in overtime.
And the easy one will be a lot
Whoever wins here is big. Tex does it.
Oh, days.
That's massive first frag for Frag Your Bag, because they already on the default setup. It's a slow pace from Eulogius on their own default, and both players were completely gambling on the operators. Now, with a slow setup from Eulogius, there's no operator to work with. So much focus is going to be on the eyes of Roka as that last duel is remaining. Can they get a kill? Continue that with momentum burst onto a site for the team.
Oh, the read's wrong.
Yeah, it is
The
wrong.
read's wrong.
They're stacking up an A site.
Oh, no.
Garage, they do have a cipher setup, though. So they have tripwires.
But they'll be so late. They'll be already in the site. Post plan will get set up. There's plenty of utility as well. They won't need any of it to actually go clear the site. Not a single player. Not a single player nearby.
How often is he checking his cam?
They can jump the trip.
Look at the cam. Cam's gone. The trip's gone at this point. So it doesn't matter. They're like, it's going to be reduced. Regardless, cam was shot out. As soon as that was shot out, they knew C-side was going to be taken. The rotation coming through Frag Your Bag, but it's still going to be a setup for Evil Geniuses. Despite being down a man, he still have that post plant. Can Roka make it happen in Garage? It's going to be a huge sell for this round. He gets the first kill on Gucci, makes it out alive, and now it's going to be a 4v4.
Operator coming around. Has got some shoulder looks. Might have an opportunity to look for something. That clear's not quite going to clear, but Opshot's not on. The shots are on them. Good for a second. Put us around the site. Now we're grabbing another as well. Text operator has to be huge, and it's FUT instead. We'll find 3 coming forward. First CT, and then we'll swing around Garage to finish the job. 13-12 for EG. Their defensive half as well was very good when they slowed down.
Yeah.
So as long as they can control the hype, they can control it for 1 more round and look composed, they can take this thing.
I want to know if Tex goes to operator again. The Frag Your Bag went on that gamble of like, okay, Tex just go on operator, but it didn't really work out for them for the most part. What worked out for them is find the frag on Boostio. And as soon as he took the kill on Boostio, open up sites, he can flow onto it from there. Man, that last round, all eyes were on Roko, and Roko really set up. He got that Garage kill, got the control there, forced them back, got the first frag earlier on, and things like that. Now, the Cypher Lone Ranger on A side. This is a common thing we see. A lot of Cypher and Killjoys do like Lone Ranger setups on sites to try to use the tripwires, things like that stall, but the Trailblazer clears out the trip, and now he just has just the 1 trip towards near default setup to where that might not even get hit. At this point, so if Frag Your Bag sifts this out and figures it out, they can explode, but the spike being dropped over towards window, it's going to be a slow rotation game, and this actually might work in favor for Evil Geniuses.
And this new setup has already been picked out by that dog, as you mentioned, the tripwire to come through. Now they know the Cypher, okay, he's not on C this round, has moved over towards that A side, so we don't want anything to do with it. They'll go back to the default, they'll play a lot slower, just in case. Because you see, Boostio originally was that player playing short and long A, was coming all the way up, looking for that early peak. That's that pick you mentioned that came through on that operator.
Yeah.
that initial rifle pick that come through from Boostio was him playing so far ahead, and now they've completely reversed that defensive setup. They put the Cypher there instead, and the trips, it's giving that information so early. Jerome looking for information out of Garage right now. It should spot Boostio. Okay, they know. They know everything they need to know about the setup right now.
Does he stay here?
Oh, but they've spotted Brandon.
What a gamble, Boostio stays?
This could be the difference.
Everybody would think he gets
he's
off
got
that.
a refrag from back of sight.
Yeah.
Honestly, he could just be the bait in this round.
Brandon got the frag. That's on platform. Everybody would assume Boostio gets off the plate, but it won't really matter at the end because the B site is going to be where to go. Roka falls before. So now we're looking if you're Evil Genius fan. That's Boostio, the other duelist situation. But not easy retake anymore if they lose out these angles. A-Link is gone and forms out. Boostio is here. Roka step up for Evil Genius last round. Can Boostio do it? Can the double duelist step up in overtime? One was for Roka. Now it's for Boostio.
Will grab one. Boostio gonna pick up one as well. Frag to go through and Faha! He's grabbed and he's picked up 2 to the back of the site in EG. 14-12. They will take their first game in OT.
Oh my god, we got everything we asked for in this round. I mean, if Frag or Evil Genius won, I would have been excited because that went into overtime. This was the hypest matchup for today that I was looking forward to start off everything. Both these teams I'm expecting to see go in the playoffs for sure, but Evil Genius is the one that a lot of people are looking at to be the favorites for this entire tournament. Yeah. They had a little bit of a shaky start here and there. They had some momentum shifts, but honestly, a lot of that wasn't Evil Genius's fault, really. It was really that Frag stepped up a lot with a lot of good takes. I mean, we even saw on B site, they used Seekers to clear out site and then delayed when the smokes went up for better control of the site for even longer duration of time to get them around wins. So like we're talking about, it's like a mashup of like a pug roster, but these players, they're from Energy, they're from Renegades. These are experienced players from Flick Baiters, from Frickeback earlier, things like that. So like these players have experienced the pro scene. Yeah. They know how each other play. They know how to work together. So they can still make up a big play, but can't compete when EG's on form and players like Roka, the match MVP, is just fragging out.
Man, you could have given that to anyone.
Yeah, you really could have.
I don't know how you make that decision over there. You could have given that to anybody. Everybody really did step on EG. And as you mentioned, Fraggy looked really good. I think coming into this, we had a question when we got to see that team list, and if anybody was going to be able to step up to EG's level, because they've been playing very high as of lately. So Fraggy Bag, if there's anyone to do it, it's going to be them. They have the players, but how do they mesh coming forward as a team that's just really a pub roster? They play together in ranked. They play 5Q, but I mean, that's not scrimming. That's not playing an actual match, but coming through, looked very good and honestly adapted well as well.
Even like people like Retro was the top frag in the lobby. Like, I mean, Roka had better combat score and things like that, and part of the winning team, obviously, things like that. But I mean, Retro on a Sova was tied for the most. I was looking at plants. I was thinking it was first blood. I'm blind. Gucci was the one I was looking at. Has most first bloods on the Astra. Astra getting the most first bloods.
That's what Gucci does, man.
Your Sova is top frag in the lobby. Like this roster is nuts. Frag Bag, and that shows how cool it is that Evil Genius was way like that. That shows how good Evil Genius is. The Frag Bag is a nuts roster, very talented. Evil Genius is the one that beat them and being the ones expected on paper to do so. So both these rosters are insane. I'm looking forward to seeing how much more they show up. I got a thumbs up from Evil Genius's member from Boostio himself. We gotta get a selfie with that guy. Boostio himself.
Hey, your mom's having a selfie with
baby. You, man. Yo, oh man, what an amazing game!
I will say, I think EG. This is a hot take. EG could have crushed that game, quite frankly. Because I will say, we talked about momentum shifts, right, on that timeline, and it was about 5 rounds they'd win, and then 5 rounds they'd lose, right? And that's one because Fraggy Bag is able to stay composed, which talks to their experience as a team, but it also talks to EG. It's a lane environment. It's new to them as a roster, as a 5. And honestly, they look very hyped. Right? And we'd see them come through into game, and they would look very, very strong. They looked very good early on, and they started to get hyped. And we got moments where Boostio was that far forward long. He should never be there, quite frankly. And it's that over-aggression that comes through, just getting excited. And I think as we get through this event, EG is going to look much, much stronger as they get used to it, as that hype gets a bit more controlled. But speaking of hype, we got into this game very quickly. We were very excited about it. So much so, we didn't even talk about the groups. So we'll go to the groups real quick. We'll talk about what the event actually looks like before we get into that next game coming up on its way. And you want to read the screen?
I want to read the screen.
Yeah, go ahead.
We just saw Evil Genius Frag Bag in Group A. Wilbury told me that we might see one of those two teams later on today
Oh,
as
really?
well. So stick around for that. We're going to be going over to Group B for the next game, actually, because same law, Nightblood Gaming, Trade Like Pros, Team Ancients. I mean, Team Ancients, that's a team. They've been like, if people know about Vanguard Championship Series weeklies, you should see Team Ancients.
Yeah.
Like, they are there every week grinding and making it happen. And they made it to the LAN, brother. Like, they are here to compete. They're here to play the grinders. And I want to see how well they can step up today on the LAN as well. And looking to Group C, Group D, that's going to be covered by a couple other casters. We don't get to cover that today, but still a lot of amazing teams. I mean, Third Impact, Cosmic Divide, looking to the favorite scale of those groups, but a lot of Slayers in those rosters of other teams as well.
Yeah, and Hot Dog's a team that definitely a team that doesn't play a ton of competitive, but they've got players who vibe very hard.
Yes.
And sometimes, quite frankly, in the LAN environment, vibing can mean more than anything else. So definitely there's potential for upsets there. Kennesaw, we'll see what that ends up looking like. And as you mentioned, Cosmic Divide, a team that quite frankly runs it up. They've looked very good in events, and now they're coming here into LAN environment to meet for the first time, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they brought Frosty as well.
Showstoppers.
From TSM Academy.
Oh, that's right. They've got
the
big Frosty ZK, and that's something to look out for. And then the Chemist Kins, well, we'll see what they bring to the table. Hopefully they can make a purr.
And I like seeing Kennesaw's here still, a collegiate team. I love seeing collegiate teams coming into other tournaments that are not collegiate, quote-unquote, tournaments.
It's
show
so
up in
important
VCS, show up to the LAN, things like that. Like, get some experience and go against these other competitors that are really solid rosters like that. Like, if you can go against teams like Third Impact, Cosmic Divide, Evil Genius, Frag, like, if you go against teams like this same law, like, you get so much experience to be able to just step up and start winning that collegiate scene.
Yeah. And if you're looking for a little bit more Valorant experience before we throw to our initial break, of course, we've got to wait for these players to get set up. You can head over to that secondary stream. It's going on over at twitch.tv/GameArenaCo. It's a match that should be going on right now, unless we're on break 2, in which, my bad, that's an inconvenient time. I know we have to wait. But we will be back in a couple of minutes. Well, yeah, go ahead. What else you got?
I want to shout out a fantastic sponsor.
Oh, which one? There's a lot.
Community Gaming.
Why are you so close to the camera?
Well, I wanted to give him some. I want to give him respect.
No, take your moment, man. Take your moment. It's yours. Own it.
Community Gaming. The $5,000 Valorant Midwest Showdown is brought to you by Community Gaming. They run weekly tournaments for games like Valorant, Smash Brothers, a lot of really awesome esports out there. Apex Legends and everything like that. Community Gaming has it shut down, locked down, it's handled. They also support a wide variety of grassroots tournaments, which is really cool of them.
That is dope, yeah.
I mean, their name is Community Gaming. They're looking out for the community full of gaming. Makes a lot of sense. And they also offer a lot of tools and guidance to organizers to help supercharge their events. So head over to communitygaming.io. If you are perhaps a grassroots organizer looking to get into the scene for gaming for whatever esport it might be, to get some more support, some insights, some effort, some help, some whatever you need to get started.
Yeah, or if you just want to play some tournaments.
Yeah.
You can also go sign up for a ton there. They got a great, they actually have a pretty sick platform as well.
Man.
I like the bracket too. It's pretty sick. So make sure you go over, check that out at communitygaming.io. But for now, you get to check out a little bit of timer or the B stream. You can do that as well. And we'll be back in just a couple of minutes here on LAN. So we'll see you shortly.